Hello everybody and welcome to Kerbal Space Program Live. I am El Bristow and you are watching the Ellitopia gaming channel. We have had a survey running today to decide what you want us to do in this evening's live stream, and the mission that you guys have chosen for us is for us to build something big and crazy and to see how far we can get it. So, we already have some people in the chat. We have Rousdower. Hi, Rousdower. How are you doing? Welcome to the live chat. Now, you guys didn't vote for us to have another go at our satellite network. We had some major fails with our satellite network last week. And today, just before I started the live stream, I realised that you guys weren't going to vote for us to have another try at the satellite network, so I thought I'd have a bit of a try anyway. And if we go into our tracking station, you will see that I have actually put 2 new satellites in orbit. We have the Trident 8. Yes, it did take me another 2 rocket designs to be able to get something that worked, but we have the Trident 8 in a more or less geosynchronous orbit above the Kerbal Space Center, and we have Trident 8B also in a geosynchronous orbit above the Kerbal Space Center, both of them communicating with each other, which gives us a pretty good coverage for our satellite network, which means that we can do a few long-range unmanned missions. Now, these guys have a limited range still. They have a range of 90 million meters because we haven't unlocked the bigger dishes yet. However, Minmus is at 46 million meters, so we can probably get outside the orbit of Kerbin with an unmanned mission. Now, I don't know whether we actually want to do that or not, but that is certainly something that we are now capable of doing. So, there we go. Now, I will put eventually another satellite in orbit over here somewhere so that we have the full triangle. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until we've unlocked some bigger satellite dishes first, and we'll plop one over here to complete our triangle of our network, but also to give us a bit of extra range and save us getting any black spots in our communication. So that's the satellite network, but you guys haven't voted for us to look at our satellite network today. What you have voted for is for us to build something big and crazy and throw that thing into space. So we shall go to our vehicle assembly building. Now, I'm thinking that for something this crazy, we're going to have to do a manned mission. We could do an unmanned mission now that our new satellites are up and running. However, we do have limited range, so if we're going for a long-range mission, we are probably going to get stuck halfway if we have an unmanned launch. So we're going to go for something manned. Now, the question is, what do we want to send? Now, if we are sending something, let's say, out of orbit, out of the sphere of influence of Kerbin, and off so that it's orbiting the Sun, we're going to get some huge science points from that. And we're going to need to transmit those back. So, we are going to need some kind of communication. And we are going to need probably our mobile processing lab. So I'm thinking that our mobile processing lab is going to be the focus of our crazy and big launch. And they don't come much crazier and bigger than the mobile processing lab. Now, we can't use the mobile processing lab for control, so we do need a control pod, a command pod. A lander can probably is not the right thing, so we're going to go with the command pod. Now, this can carry 3 crew, and we are going to send 3 crew because this thing needs 2 crew to start with. We'll send another. We'll send 3 in total, so we'll have 2 there, 1 spare to go off and do whatever he wants to do, and we will have an operational mobile processing lab. We're going to need a parachute on the top of that, and we are going to need satellite. We're going to need some solar panels, etc. Should we attach them onto here, or should we attach them onto here? I'll tell you what we'll do actually first. Before we do that, we need some decouplers. Where are they? They're under here. We need a decoupler on there. We are what are we doing? Solar panels, that's what I was doing. Here we go. So let's put some, we can put some solar panels on the decoupler actually. 2 should be enough. But I think we'll go for 4 just to be sure. And we're going to need some batteries, so let's get some batteries out. Now we've got these big guys now, haven't we? These hold 400 power each, which is the biggest batteries we've got at the moment. And I'm thinking, no, not 4, let's go for 2. 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. 2 there. So that's actually 8 of those batteries. That's a huge amount of electricity we are taking with us. What else can we do? What else can we... we're probably going to need... Are we going to need docking ports? We don't need docking ports, but I think we'll stick some docking ports on. Because, well, why not? Yeah, I like to stick them on there. Or should we do the whole... where's the struts? Hang on, they're under structural girders. Hi there, post-commentary El Bristow here. You may have noticed that I'm not fast-forwarding the construction of the rocket on this occasion, which I normally do when I edit these videos up for YouTube. I thought that on this occasion, since the focus of our video was to build a big crazy rocket, that I would leave it in. But I'm interested to know what you guys are interested in. Do you want to see me building these rockets, or would you rather I fast forward when we do the construction process? Please do leave a comment down in the comment section below and let me know which you would prefer. Do you want to see me build the rockets, or would you rather I fast forward through the construction and skip straight to the launch? Comment below. Thanks very much, guys. I'll hand you back now to live commentary, El Bristow. There we go. So we have a nice little docking area, just in case this thing ends up stuck in orbit around something, which is more than likely. Let's see, these guys come out there. That's probably not the best place for them, best way for them to be facing, is it? So let's line that up a bit. There we go. Now that solar panel's in the way actually, isn't it? So let's move those round. That's better. And then we can stick... Oops, that wasn't what I wanted to do. Undo that. There we go. Ladder on there. Ladder on there. So now they can climb up and down there, hopefully. Okay, so we've got some docking ports, we've got a mobile processing lab, we've got a command pod. Let's... of course, we are going to need life support. Not those little ones. Here we go. Best... no, not that one. You stay there. You... right. I forgot I'm building this backwards. There we go, life support. How long does that give them? That gives them 215 years. Oh no, with maximum crew, 129 years. That should be enough. I think that's enough food. 129 years. So we can afford to have a pretty good party in orbit by the looks of things. Let's stick some lights on this thing. We'll stick them down the bottom here and spin those around. Point them at the ship a bit. There we go. So we've got a few lights. What else do we want? See, we've got all this kind of thing, the nuclear reactors and the things. It would be nice to have a bit of a play around with these, but I don't think we have any real use for these yet. Hey Jelly, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, the chat probably is a bit funny today. These radiators now. I've not used these before, but since we're doing a bit of an unknown mission, it might be a good idea for us to attach a couple of these. To dissipate some heat if we've got some. That one's small, isn't it? Yeah, it's a tiny little thing. Okay, so there we go. We've attached a couple of radiators for whatever they do. Actually, I probably don't want them right up there, do I? Let's put them down here. I bet they're probably quite heavy. Oh, mass... Oh no, waste heat. Mass 0. Mass 0.02. Oh, okay. Not very heavy. There we go. So we've got some radiators, just in case we need them. Anything else we need on our top stage? Got batteries, got solar panels, we've got some docking ports, we've got radiators, we've got food, oxygen and water. Might need some SAS actually, but we can stick that in here. There we go, an SAS unit. And actually we probably need some RCS thrusters, so we need to stick a big RCS fuel tank on here. Have we got a big RCS fuel tank? I don't know if we have. Is that the biggest we've got? Okay, so we may have to use... Yeah, none of those are monopropellant. So we may have to use some radial cylinders like these. Like so. Okay. Now this is going to be pretty heavy. 4 up there, and 4 down here. Let's move those round to there. Sorry about that, guys. We lost connection for a second there. I haven't done anything. All I did was place a ladder on the life support tank. So hopefully you're back with me now. So this is where we're at. This thing is starting to look like a bit of a monstrosity at this stage, but that's what you guys asked for. So I don't think there's anything else we particularly need to attach to this. I think we pretty much have everything. Ah, of course, something we do need is some communications. Would be a very good idea. Let's have one of these, preferably on its side like that there. To be safe, we'll have one of these on the other side, and we'll have a couple of these on the top. Actually, that needs to be... Oh no, we don't need that. We don't need that, do we? In fact, probably don't need that either, because this is a manned mission. So, we need some more ladders there, don't we? There we go. Because this is a manned mission, they're going to have control over this pod. So, these are only actually for sending stuff back. Sending back science. So... yeah, so that's okay. We're not too worried about that. Let's get a thermometer. We'll stick that there, I guess. No, we don't want two. We only want one. There we go. We got any other sciencey stuff that we need? Oh, the Science Junior, of course. We need a Science Junior. Can't not have a Science Junior. I wonder if we can stick it on the top of there. Not with those there, we can't. We can, look at that. Okay. Am I blocking their windows there? I'm a little bit. Tell you what, we'll stick them on there. Oh, mind you, that's going to make that pretty heavy for re-entry, isn't it? We might need some extra parachutes. Let's get some of these guys. Where can we put them? Does it block any windows? Not really. Kind of does, doesn't it? Don't know how real these windows are. Let's put it up a bit. There we go, that'll do. So we've got a few extra parachutes now, because this is going to be quite heavy coming down. Right, so we've got a thermometer, we've got a Science Junior, we've got a processing lab. Mystery goo, mystery goo. Can't not have our mystery goo. There we go, a couple of mystery goos. I don't think we're going to fit much else on this. So now we have the task of shoving this thing up into space. So we have to... let's have a decoupler on here first. On there. And then where's our big fuel tanks? These guys. I'll tell you what, on the top stage we only need... In fact, on the top stage, ideally we want to use our nuclear engine that we unlocked, don't we? This guy. But he only goes on the little tanks. So... do we size adapt down? Like that. If we do that... Ah. Just remembered... It's that one, isn't it? This doesn't have a heat shield. There we go. Does now. Right, sorry. Back down here. So we want some kind of fuel tank. Oh no, I've got a good idea. You guys wanted crazy. Let's go really crazy. Let's take these off. And let's go all Star Trek. Let's think. Where can we have these docking ports? Yeah, we'll stick them on here. It's probably a risky place to dock next to a fuel tank, but there we go. So we'll have those docking ports, and then we can stick two of these guys on, giving us loads and loads of fuel. These don't really make a lot of difference, but there we go. We'll have some nose cones on there just so they look good. Oh, I've lost connection to the Twitch chat. Why have I lost connection to the Twitch chat? I hope you guys can still see me. I believe you can. Oh well, hopefully I'll be back with you in the Twitch chat shortly. Right, so we've got our nacelles. Let's get some proper fuel on this thing. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4's probably enough there, otherwise it'll be too heavy. This is going to be quite heavy as it is. In fact, we should probably make that a bit smaller. But so we have our skipper engine on the bottom of there. Then we will pull out some decouplers. We want to avoid these, don't we? So 2 there, 2 there. They're roughly even. I'll tell you what, actually, let's move them down a bit. Oops, not you. Okay, and then there. So 6 engines we can attach on here. Now we could be crazy and go for that with more skippers, which would give us a huge amount of power. In fact, you wanted big and crazy. Big and crazy we shall have. 3 skipper engines plus hang on, let's have these. Come on. There we go. There we go. And what do we want on the bottom of there? Can we move them up a little bit? Yeah, we can. Let's go like that. No. There. A little bit wonky. Can't be having wonky. Good enough for me. Right. Okay, and then we can stick an engine on the bottom of here. Ah, looks like I'm connected back to the chat now. Hi everybody. Right, so let's get some... do they have thrust vectoring on? I think they do, don't they? Yeah, they do. So we can use these guys just for pure power. There we go. We're going to need a we're going to need a ton of struts on this thing. And we're going to need a ton of fuel lines. What else can we do with this? What else can we do? We can stick some solid boosters on here, I think. Let's have some nose cones on these. Not that we need them, but never mind. We're probably going to need some winglets to control this during the launch. Go. And we are almost definitely going to need some of these guys. Some more in here as well. Oops. Alright, yeah, it seems like more people are having Twitch chat problems, so I'm not the only one. And if you guys are having problems with the Twitch chat, unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it. It seems like it's an ongoing problem with Twitch. These ladders are a bit funny, hold on. It's better. I just lost that one. I think I have, haven't I? Hang on. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Good. Ah, you're gonna be a oh, there we go. Right. Any more? Yeah, one more random ladder, which is that one. Okay, no more random ladders on the wrong side. Right. So we have a fair few engines. Ah, solid boosters. That's what I was going to do. Structural. Decouplers. Good. And something like that. Is that even? Yeah. Okay, so that's 4 of those. Let's go for the big solid boosters. Now, you guys need to be coming up with a name for this thing. This monstrosity that we are putting together here. If you are able to post in the Twitch chat, then please post in there what you think the name should be. If you can't post in the Twitch chat because of the issues that Twitch are having at the moment, if you've got me on Steam, feel free to make a suggestion in Steam. If you have got me on Skype, you can contact me on Skype, but my Skype is off at the moment because of the bandwidth it hogs up. So don't contact me on Skype. So Twitch chat or Steam chat. I think it's probably the only way you're going to get hold of me at the moment. But yeah, please feel free to suggest some names for this monstrosity, whilst I put about 3 million struts on it. Otherwise, this is just going to fall apart as soon as we try to go anywhere. Rotating that the wrong way around, come on. I always get the rotation angles wrong on this, there we go. Not that it was necessary to rotate that, but never mind. Another one of these. Strut, 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 strut. More struts, more boosters. First rule of Kerbal. Now we're going to strut the bottom of these. Let's go for something like there to there, and it right in there. There we go. There to... that's off centre. There to there. Okay, so that's them strutted. These guys are going to need some struts, aren't they? Let's go for there to there. There to there. There to there. There to there. And similar there to there. There to there. There to down there somewhere. And there to down there somewhere. What else do we need to strut? That's got a strut going up there. Let's have another strut inside here. One there. Going to, let's say, there, something like that. Right, anything we've forgotten to strut? Let's strut across here. And down here. Across here. Across here. Okay. Tell you what, let's just do that as well. One there, one there. One there. One there. Okay. I think that's hopefully going to be enough struts. Is this thing big and crazy enough for you guys? You guys wanted big and crazy. What do you reckon? It's pretty wacky. Let's see, it's going to be scooping science. It's going to be going out into, hopefully, into deep space. Not really too sure. It's very annoying that you guys can't get in touch via Twitch. Right, let's start sorting out our fuel pipes. That connects to that fine. Let's have this connect to here. So that's those. Now the question is, what's going to burn first? I think this is going to burn out before this. I don't know if this is going to burn out as well. I think we might be alright with that one. So as to, with our staging, I don't really know. Unless we don't fire everything at once. I think the centre engine we can keep. We'll stick a fuel pipe in there anyway. There we go. But I think the centre engine we'll keep until we've staged off some of the extra stuff. Let's have a look at our staging then. So we've got 4 solid boosters firing. We want to let go of the ship as we do that. Where's the other struts? There we go. The other. There we go. So then we've got those 2 engines. They want to fire. Those 2 engines want to fire, and those 2 engines want to fire. So that's good. That engine is saved until later. This is going to be a nightmare. That's all wrong as well, so we'll have to come up and see that. So, right, we've got all our engines firing save the middle one. We let go and it all takes off. Now this is probably going to run out of fuel first. So which set of decouplers is that? That one there. So let's add a stage in here. That one there and that one there, I believe. Yep. Then next to come off will be, I believe, the solid boosters, but we may have to tweak that en route. Then the next stage will be the other fuel, the other liquid fuel tanks. So that'll be those. At that point we'll be left with these two outer engines. Which should be those ones. Is that those? Yeah. So that's all okay. So they detach. I'm not sure quite when we're going to fire this guy in the middle, but I'm pretty sure we don't want to decouple it at the same time. So he can fire. Then up here he fires, so this needs to decouple next, which is that one up there. Let's pull that down. Then these guys, where are they? These guys want to fire. That decouples, so then, yeah, these guys then fire. Then they are going to want to decouple, aren't they? Oh, they can't decouple. I haven't put decouplers on those. They're going with us. So that will be our fuel for the rest of the trip then. So that's good. Then on the way home, that will decouple, which is the heat shield. Parachutes deploy. Right, so that's in the wrong order as well. We can't decouple the heat shield before we've decoupled that. So there we go, that decouples, we burn in the atmosphere, drop the heat shield, fire the parachutes, and then we should be good. So, well, I've not had any suggestions from you guys in the Twitch chat, which is a real shame. I'm guessing you're having issues connecting to the Twitch chat too, which is a real shame. No, still can't connect. Oh well, we can't connect to the Twitch chat, which is a real shame. So I am going to give this thing a very appropriate name. We've got these two engines here on these girder struts, which is reminiscent of Star Trek nacelles. Now, we're not capable of warp drive, not yet, but these are looking very much like the Phoenix, which was the very first warp-capable ship from Star Trek, which you will have seen in Star Trek First Contact, which was the ship they flew up to the moon. That was the Phoenix. So, in honour of Star Trek, and because we have a very kind of Star Trek-y looking final stage, we have the Phoenix 1. In recognition of the Star Trek-esque oh dear, I can't type. Here we go. Star Trek-esque engines on the final stage of this rocket. We have called this crazy contraption the Phoenix 1, named after the first warp-capable ship. There we go. The Phoenix 1. We're going to save that, and we are going to take it out to the launch pad. Now, it's a real shame that you guys can't give me some feedback in the Twitch chat. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to close my Twitch chat. I'm going to reload Twitch. Bear with me a second. Let's go to my dashboard. Chat servers are undergoing maintenance. We are doing this right. The chat is officially offline, as announced by Twitch themselves. That's a pain. So we're not gonna have any chat, I don't think. Oh well. We shall see if that comes back as we progress. Now, here we are on the launch pad with the Phoenix 1. However, we've got Jebediah, Bill and Bob in the cockpit, and that's just asking for trouble. So I am going to go back to the vehicle assembly building, and we're going to swap these guys out for some of our white shirts, because I really don't want this launch to go horribly wrong and we lose Jeb, Bob and Bill. So here we go. Out you come Jeb, out you come Bill, out you come Bob. We are going to send Hudsaw, Bobcut and Eri, except you're supposed to be there and you're supposed to be there. Oops, come on. There we go. So they're in, all three of those in the command pod. No one in the processing lab as yet. We could actually take another 2 people up there with us, but that would just be unnecessary. In fact, 3 is unnecessary, but there we go. So we have Hudsaw, Bobcat and Eri all in the Phoenix 1. Let's get this thing out onto the launch pad.